Welcome everyone to our skill session on generational diversity in the workplace. And in this skill session, we're going to learn about all the 5 generations that are currently in the workplace, which is also the first time in history that 5 generations at the same time have been in the workplace. This can be a major challenge for businesses and organizations. For some people that are in a family business that have the different generations that are all in it, or whether you work within a family business and you observe that, or we all have at times worked with organizations or even with our own family on holidays and stuff, learning how to interact and work with people that were raised at different time periods and of different generations. And this is important because the time in which we're raised and we grow up can very much shape the lens of how we view the world and our beliefs about the world, and that makes us who we are and very much influences then how we choose to show up or interact within the world that we live in. So today we're going to talk about all 5 of those generations to better understand each one and their mindset, their characteristics, and also their communication preferences and why. To have a better understanding and appreciation for each one of them, so when we come to the table we can better meet them where they're at and be more successful with our approach. And when we do one of our more extensive trainings on this topic, which can range from an hour or 2 to a full day, we do go a lot more in depth. Our main outcome here is to highlight the key distinctions and differences between these different generations so you can really have an understanding of each one and how you can adjust your communication for anyone that you interact with, regardless of what generation they are from, to be successful in your approach. This will also allow your relationships to be more cohesive because you'll better understand them and they will feel that you also better understand them. Then after we go through these today, we'll walk through a little bit of exercise to ask you what you learn and how you can apply some of these learnings with your own communication and relationships. Then lastly, we'll also talk about some of your next steps of where you can go from here and some of the other resources our university has to help you better understand, for instance, how to maybe sell, train, or also recruit people across the different generations, especially the millennials and Generation Z. And with all that being said, here's why this is so important. If you want to successfully influence somebody, you need to know what's first already influencing them. So our outcome today is to help you better understand these 5 generations and what is already influencing them so you can better understand and appreciate where they're at and be able to be more successful in your approach, communication, and leadership. So with that said, let's get started.